Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two quarterbacks of the defense will be counted on to lead their teams here today. It's Johnson's Chiefs going up against Cushing's Texans. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick, also the former Utah Ute. It's Alex Smith.
And when people believe in you, it is amazing what you can accomplish. Many thought Alex Smith's career was pretty much over in San Francisco, but a new regime came in, and he resurrected his career in a big way. Took San Francisco to the NFC Championship game before moving on to Kansas City and playing really well for the Chiefs, too.
Now it's the former Texas Longhorn, Jamal Charles, with a carry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And as we peer at this offense now, let's look at Jamal Charles, a guy who continues to be so productive in this league.
No matter where he touches it on the field, there's a very good chance he can go the distance.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Just beating the play clock, Smith. He's got time in the pocket, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out, no one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. fight. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey, move 45.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Chiefs a first down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing again is Smith. And Wilson has it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Smith throwing again. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. To throw on second down is Smith. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. All right, let's roll the highlights. Chiefs have it midway through the second. Thomas is found on the quick pass, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, Watt's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Chiefs still on the field. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and it will be caught for the score. Chiefs up by a touchdown. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Dontari Poe in on the stop. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's Shane Leckler now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Thomas. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A first down carry here for Charles. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Charles. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. second down. Jamal Charles. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Throwing now is Osweiler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now here comes Kansas City. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.